So Alice Madness, I do actually already own this, so don't need to worry about this. I bought this back when it came out, one of the best gems on the Xbox 360. Assassin's Creed, I could probably pick up the whole set now, quite cheap. Angry Birds for a $5, I don't have, but not something I really want. 007. Oh yeah, some Black Eyed Peas experience for 50p. I might just pick this up just for shits and gigs. Have a not for resale coffee of the Bureau, £3.50. I'll pick this up. Borderlands, Alien vs Predator, pre-sequel for £2.50. Blur I already have. Bionicle Heroes I don't have. Bring for £1. That's a terrible game, but not bad price. I mean, it's £1. Bayonetta for £4. Amazing game. Always buy it if you can. Burnout Revenge, one of my favourite races, already have. Oh, Black Eyed Peas box is mashed. Oh well, I'm not desperate for it. I'll put that back. Batman Telltale for £4. Episode 1 only. I don't think I have Spider-Man, so I'm going to leave that for now though. I don't want to buy it for 12 just yet. Now Dark is actually a terrible game, but for £25 it's not worth it. Just even if it's uncommon, it's not really worth it. Diablo 3 I do actually have. Picked that up recently at a convention. Dead Space 3 for £2 ain't bad. Burst Limit, the first game that made me throw my controller across the room. Because I bought Ginyu. Took control of my Goku character and I threw my controller across the room. Halo Infinite Undiscovery for £12. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. That's a good one. But not something I need. Halo 3 and ODST. Homefront I don't have. So that's a good set. Oh, Family Guy. That's quite uncommon, but I reckon I can get that a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Fuel is a pretty decent racing game. The trailer had a really good emo band playing on it. Attack. I remember that. Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a couple of these Xbox 360 games. What else? Final Fantasy 13. My camera's really blurry. Game of Thrones for £6, G.I. Joe for £5, that's not bad, G.I. Joe. Modern Warfare, Condemned 1 is really good, Crash of the Titans for £18, that's a really good price. That's a really good price. Infinite Undiscovery for £12 is really good. Halo Reach for £2, that's not bad. All the GTA set, which I already have. 20 is good, but I already have it. Oh, San Andreas re-release for 360. Although this is a fake copy that they've done it. Warning, explicit content, don't like it, fuck you, don't play it. Wow. Wait, check out this rating. Wait, check out the rating they put. It's they've taken someone's art online. Look, check out the rating on this.
Oh shit, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I thought you were someone on the...
No, I was doing a video. Look at the rating. Because they copied out someone's online artwork.
Warning, explicit content, don't like it, fuck you.
Some kid was gonna be like,
No,
"Mammy,
that
mammy."
can't be legit.
No, it's not. It's a printed out cover, but it's pretty funny. They used like someone else's artwork for it. Yeah.
25.
Yeah, it's really hard to find. That's a rare version of it for 360. That's why I'm here. So Fracture for £4 ain't too bad. I'm gonna Fracture. I think that had like Steven Spielberg involved in this, wasn't it, or something like that? Or am I misremembering? I don't think I have Fracture, but that game was not very good anyway. Game of the Year edition. Devil May Cry 4 for £1.50. Dead Space. What else we got? There was actually a game I'm going to pick up that's a little bit on the pricier side, but we still haven't finished looking. Remember Me? That's a great game. Rock Band 3, that's quite a rare one. Quite uncommon, I would say, actually. Pure. Alright. Pure Football for £1, that's pretty cool. It's not one you see very often, that price. Prey is an amazing game. Perfect Dark, not a bad game by any means, but not really Perfect Dark. PGR. This is the Prince of Persia game, is actually quite good for £2.50, not a bad, quite a good time. Naruto, The Broken Bond, one of the first games I ever played on the 360. NHL for £2 ain't bad, NCIS ain't bad. These are some pretty good prices actually. I think I'm going to pick up Phantom Pain 2 disc for £4 as well, that's a pretty good deal.
In yen.
Oh, wait, what one?
Probably more.
Oh, Xbox 360. Xbox in Japan? Oh, Xbox is a dead system in Japan.
Oh, sorry, it's literally like less.
Everything is like stupidly high in Japan because it's a dead system. Nobody wants it, so they print it less.
I know it's a dead system, but I thought I was under the impression dead system, not in demand.
Nobody in Japan likes Xbox Series, do they?
It's the other way around.
Yeah, so when I went to Japan, I was looking for 360. Everything was just stupid expensive.
I was looking to get an Xbox.
Yeah, because Xbox doesn't exist. Yeah, Xbox has always struggled in Japan, that's why. So everything there is like really expensive. Force Unleashed for 15, I'm going to pick that up, that's for sure. Ultimate Sith Edition for £15, that's a really good price. Sonic Unleashed I have, Sniper Elite I have. This is pretty cool. Carbon Collector's Edition. Over G Fighters for £3, that's really good. That's really rare actually, that's quite hard to come across. I mean eBay obviously, but it's seeing it out in the wild, that's quite an uncommon one. 35 is a bit expensive though, so I'm not going to bother. Outlander is an amazing game if you like Ikaruga. It's like Ikaruga if it was an adventure type game. Beyond Good and Evil, can't really go wrong. And From Dust, I can't actually remember playing this that much. I know it's the God game. Yeah, so next up, maybe, there's nothing else that stands out here. Wet for £12, it's a bit expensive, but it's a great underrated gem on the system. TMNT for £5, that's not too bad, that's pretty good actually. Truck Racer, I never even heard of this one. That's pretty good. And go back to the top here as well, we have Sleeping Dogs is a great game, I highly recommend it. Saw for 30, Sega Rally for 5, Superman for 12 ain't bad, but this for 25, it's not too uncommon. That's around the regular regular online price anyway, so that's not too bad. Okay, so I'm back, and I made a couple of changes. Firstly, the Infinite Undiscovery for £12 would have been cool to pick up. I didn't necessarily at that kind of price, I think it's about right, £12. I'm pretty sure it's a game that I don't actually have. Some of this is kind of a little bit guessing, which is why I don't really want to go around CEX or retro game shops or car booths and start buying things, because I'm still not 100% sure what I do and don't have, because it's been a long time since I've seen it. Anyway, that personal story out of the way, there were a few things I know that I didn't have, so I decided to pick them up. Funny enough, looking at this now, I actually think I have one of the games already, but oh well. Anyway, when it came to the Infinite Undiscovery, after looking at the discs, they were completely screwed, so I decided to just say, oh, I will leave it for now and I won't actually bother with that. So I did pick up these 3 games instead then. So backwards, the Homefront, the Bureau, and Star Wars Ultimate Sith Edition. I'm actually quite surprised that Wembley had a really decent amount of games as well. You saw the Spyro, you saw the Need for Speed Carbon Collector's Edition as well, so maybe in the future I'll go down there and actually pick them up maybe. Something that I also thought was interesting was at the back on the shelf they had all the GameCube games. There was nothing there that I really wanted, but they did actually have a Nintendo Wii game, and it was The Last Shadow, I believe it was called, and it was a really good price. It was £90, but it didn't have the manual. So if it did have the manual, I 100% would have picked that up, because at £90, that's pretty much about how much it's worth. Maybe you can get it a little bit cheaper on eBay, but even eBay listings and sales I've seen were around 90 anyway. But if that had the manual, damn, I would have picked that up instead of these 360 games. So what did I pick up? Firstly, I've got the Bureau. This is also the promotional, not for resale version. However, also there's a Pokemon Slowpoke fossil card inside. which is fine, don't worry about that. The Bureau, it's actually not the promotional disc. So this here, when it comes to promotional discs, for those who don't know, it should just be white with like a black label here that says the game. Pretty much every promotional disc I've ever come across actually has that kind of disc design. This does also have the code as well, but since Xbox is shut down, I don't think you can even redeem it anymore. But if anybody does steal it, well, feel free to look at a blurry code and try and decipher that. And then yeah, the manual as well. So this shouldn't actually have, I believe these ones don't have manuals. So yeah. Oh well, another one to add to the collection. I've been interested in playing this game for a while. Obviously nothing I've rushed out to go buy, even back in the day. I'm not the biggest fan of XCOM, but I do know about XCOM, and obviously I do know the whole video of Spoonie saying Betrayal. It's like an FPS Bioshock type game, so this isn't true XCOM, but you know, get it off my list. I remember watching the trailer back in 2011, being really interested in it, so that was quite cool. Next up, yeah, thinking about it now, I think I already have this one. I think I picked up Homefront already, so I might have 2 copies of this, but for £1, oh well. I wasn't too sure anyway. So there we go. Oh, the thing about the XCOM disc, if I show you as well, the discs aren't in the best of condition. See that? It's not good. It's got like, it looks like an alien itself has landed on it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. There we go. That's a little bit better. I can't focus on this camera, but yeah, it's quite bad. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But Infinite Discovery was actually worse. So let's get back to this. Oh, actually kind of looks a little bit better that way. Look how sweaty I am as well. It's bloody September. Anyway, also I need to shave. This one, it's got an interesting design on the disc itself. I know I shouldn't be touching it, but yeah, look at the disc. It's got this, instead of it being a circle, it's like a splodge. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, that's Homefront. Homefront. 9 out of 10 from Zoo magazine. Now the big one that I picked up was, oh well, that's pretty cool, the back. The Star Wars Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition. This is a version of the game I didn't even know existed. So I looked it up online. It's about £25 anyway, so buying it in CEX for 25 quid is a big kind of one-off, you know, spend a little bit of money on something crazy. Yeah, get that out of the way. I've got Star Wars now, the Force Unleashed and the Ultimate Sith Edition. Interesting thing about this version of the game is that it's actually a double disc. So double disc, which the original one isn't, and I do believe it has it's additional DLC. I believe this is. So Ultimate Sith Edition, and then I also think this one here. Yeah, I believe one of the discs is like additional DLC, but I do know this edition is like a lot harder to come across. Oh, original Star Wars The Force Unleashed game plus 3 reimagined classic trilogy levels from Tatooine, Jedi Temple, and an all new Hoth level. So yeah, there's like additional DLC that's actually on the disc itself. So yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, really neat variant version that's quite, I'd say it's uncommon. I've never really seen this, but I've not really looked out for it. But this was my big spend of the day, £25 for this. Pretty neat little addition to the collection, and eventually I will actually get around to playing this. I'm probably going to get an Xbox 360 at some point again soon, like a modded one, so I can play some like these games and some Japanese games and stuff like that, and revisit it. So yeah, that was my pickup. This isn't going to be a really common thing by any means. I just thought I'd record while I was in the Wembley CEX. It is a really good CEX. The Naomi Universal arcade cabinet was awesome, really cool to see. And yeah, thanks.